Let's take a look at the basics of choosing a brush in Painter X3. So the first thing we're going to do is open a new sheet of paper, and I'll just use the Painter default. I went to File, New, or Command or Control N. And I'm holding the space bar down to turn my cursor into a grabber hand so I can move this around a little bit. There we go. And the default brush that when you first open Painter X3 is a real 2B6 pencil. I'm just going to make a mark here, and what I want you to experience is that when you hold your stylus perpendicular to your Wacom tablet, you get a thin line, and then as you tilt it, you get a thick line. So you can immediately see the power and versatility of the ability to vary the quality of your mark along a brush stroke. Now let's take a look and click on the icon next in the top left, which accesses the brush selector, and this is really the absolute key to the heart and soul of Painter, which is the incredible variety of brushes that you have at your fingertips. And you'll notice that we've got, first of all, recent brushes, and so this is very useful as a shortcut. You can go back and forth to brushes that you're using regularly with a project, and it simply lines up the brush icons in the order which you've been using them. That recent brushes, by the way, you can also access from the window, and you simply go Window, Recent Brushes, and it then becomes a floating palette that you can move around like that. Very useful, as I say, when you're working on a project and you're going back and forth between the same few brushes. Let's go back and click on the brush selector again, and you'll see that we have two side-by-side columns of items. On the left we have categories. So as you click on any one of these categories, you'll see that the list on the right changes. So it's a contextual list which essentially reflects the contents of the category. So these are brush categories on the left, and on the right these are the individual brush variants within that category. So for instance, if we go to the artist category, these are the brush variants within that category. Actually, the Sargent Super Jitter is one that I created, and what you'll notice right away is that there is a whole new set of possibilities of getting wonderful organic looks in Painter X3 that really goes beyond anything else that's been possible before. And we're going to get into that later, but that's due to the introduction of the ability to create organic jitter disturbances to different qualities of the brush stroke. But before we get into all that, let's go to the pens, and I'd like you to search in the variant list for the dry ink. And actually, oh, look at that. Actually, talking of searching, one of the incredible things that's been added here in Painter X3 when it comes to finding particular brushes is the ability to search by keyword or name. So for instance, if I'm looking for the Sargent brush, I type in Sargent and I get all the brushes that have the word Sargent in it. So we'll find various different types of brush. And then again, if I want to go back to the dry ink, I could just type it in and we will find all the different dry inks, and there's actually a couple of dry inks in different categories. There we go. If you want to undo any strokes, you can do so through Undo Brushstroke, and that shortcut, that's Edit Undo Brushstroke. The shortcut is Command Z on a Mac or Control Z on a PC, and you actually have access to multiple undos, just so that you understand where that's coming from. If we look at preferences, Corel Painter X3 preferences on a Mac, Edit preferences on a PC, and we simply go to Performance, we'll see here that we have 32 levels of undo. We could increase that or decrease that if we wish. So there's a lot of flexibility for undo. If you just want to clear your entire canvas, so supposing you've been experimenting a bit, you say, okay, I just want to clear canvas, then the easiest way is simply go to Select All, that's Command A on a Mac, Control A on a PC, and then the Delete key on a Mac or the Backspace key on a PC.